Right. So make sure, guys, that you're on mute. Your microphone is off so I don't hear any background noises. And then you can hear Mrs. Fullerton clearly. Awesome. So we have Jorge, Melanie, and Christopher here today with us. Hi. Yay. So what we're going to do is does everybody see the high frequency words? Give me a thumbs up if you can. All right. Jorge, can you see it? All right. So we're going to go ahead and say them. Oh, Maddox, do you mind closing our door for us? All right. So remember, I do, and then you do. You ready? Baby.
Baby.
Bird.
Bird.
Blue.
Blue.
Fly.
Fly.
Little.
Little.
Bring.
Bring.
Place.
Place.
She.
She.
Her.
Her.
This.
This.
All right, so here are our spelling words. So remember, we do have a spelling test. So guys that are online, Mrs. Flington sent you the spelling list in your inbox. If you look in your inbox in Seesaw, Mrs. Flington has it there that you can see them also. Okay. All right, so here are our spelling words. Space.
Space.
Globe.
Globe.
Grade.
Grade.
Ooh, I need to see all eyes up here. Swim.
Swim.
Place.
Place.
Last.
Last.
Test.
Test.
Skin.
Skin.
Drag.
Drag.
Glide.
Fly.
All right. I think that was it. Oh, yes, it was, because that was our lesson from yesterday. Okay. We did good. All right. So now what we're going to do is we are going to do sounds. So everybody face my direction. I am going to, unpresent my screen so that way, stop presenting. All right, that way you can see our sounds. All right, so we're going to count phonemes. Remember, we did that yesterday where we're counting our sounds that we hear in a word. Remember? All right, so the first word is frog. Ready? 1, 2. No, we're not clapping. We're counting. Remember, we did that yesterday? Frog. So, how many phonemes? 4 phonemes. Good job.
Wait, can we do a silent like that?
Yes. All right. Yak. Yeah. 3 silent celebrations. Good job. Or you can do a pat on the back to yourself. You're like, good job, person. All right. Next one. Lamp. How many? 4 phonemes. All right, you're going to do the next one. This one's harder. Let's see if you can do it. Scrub.
5.
How many?
5.
Let's see. I see 3 over here, so let's try it again together. Ready? How many? 5. 5 phonemes. All right, last one. Slide. Slide. How many? 4. Because remember, we have the silent E, so it doesn't count. It does not count. All right. So now we're going to practice our vowel sounds. Y'all ready? So I'm going to say the word. Then you're going to find what the sound of the sound of the vowel, and then you're going to tell me what vowel that is. You ready? Remember, I took it off. So what are our vowels first? Let's try A. Let's try it together. 1, 2, 3. A, E, I, O, and U. Those are our vowels. So if I have the word pot, what is my vowel? O, and what is the sound? Ah is the sound, and O is our vowel, right? All right, here's the next one. Plot. And our vowel is O. Does that have a consonant blend?
Yeah.
What's the consonant blend? Plot. Harlow? Pull. What is pull? What two letters make pull? PL. Good job, Harlow. You did good. Remember, we learned our consonant blends. Remember, our spelling words have R, L, and S, and those together with another letter, consonant, makes a blend. And so that's what we're practicing also. All right, last one. Split. And what is that vowel? I. Good job. Oh, yeah. So when we're coming right here, we're going to blend and read together. So guys that are at home, can you see my blue screen? All right. So we're going to go ahead and say these words together. You ready? All right. Skin. Drop. Glad. Splint. Dry. Or drive. Smile. Thrown. Scrape. What do all of these words have in common? Does somebody at home know what do all these words have in common? Christopher, did you raise your hand? No?
I know.
Okay. Jorge, did you raise your hand? I'm not sure if you're okay. So, Rolanda, what do all 8 of these words have in common? No, they don't have a U.
I know.
Omar?
It has like SK from the beginning.
Oh, so what is that? What is that special word?
SK.
But you have SK, you have DR, GL. Those are our Harlow. We learned it yesterday. What is it special if 2 words or 2 sounds add together and they make one sound? It's a blend. What kind of blend would that be?
I know.
Mackenzie?
I know the difference.
You know the difference, but what's the name?
Same thing. It has
Mm-hmm.
I, O, and
I, O, and
A.
those are vowels. You're right. They have vowels. Maddox? They have consonant blends. So if you see each word, it has skin, drop, glad, splint, drive, smile, thrown, and scrape. Those all have a consonant blend. All right. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to read the 2 sentences together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Fred will tap his drum and Frances will strum her banjo. Does anybody know what a banjo is?
I do.
What's a banjo?
It's a small guitar.
Yeah, it's a small guitar.
And it's an instrument.
Yes, it is. All right. Mm-hmm. Is it a drum and a guitar mixed together? Oh, that's what it looks like. You're absolutely right. It does look like that.
Vibration.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, y'all are learning about sounds in science, aren't y'all?
Yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. All right. So now we're going to read this sentence together, this last sentence. You ready? 1, 2, 3. The lake froze, so the kids got to slide and spin on ice skates. Ooh, that's fun. How many of y'all have done that? Silently raise your hand.
I did that one time.
Oh, we have to silently raise our hand. So, waterfall. Good job. All right, so now we're going to move on. And today we are doing nouns. So this exact video is what your seesaw activity is going to be about. So we're going to listen. Uh-oh.
Hey, one of our spelling modes is a noun.
Okay.
One of our spelling modes is a noun.
So we're going to listen to the video.
Oh, yeah, he's right.
Are we ready?
It has the U. Oh.
All right, so let's listen. Hold on just a second. Where am I here?
Behind you, right there.
Ah, thank you. Because it has a feedback. Yes, I'm going to turn it up too.
More vibration, huh?
All right. What are nouns? So let's say it together. 1, 2, 3. Person, place, or thing. So that's what we're going to be talking about now. Yes, it is. All right, so I'm going to mute myself, kiddos that are online. That way you can listen to the video and there's no feedback or echo.
Hi, man. Hey, I'm really hungry. Yeah, me too, Frankie. All right, well, I heard of a new spot in town. All right, I'll try it as long as it's not too fancy. Have you heard about a chef named Shelly? She cooks up food that you can put into your belly. It's always tasty and it's never smelly. Well, hey, is there anything else that you can tell me? Yes, she does things a little different and cooks up nouns when she's working in the kitchen. How? What, you don't know about a noun? It's a person, place, thing, or idea. Oh, I know now. Like for breakfast, the chef cooked eggs from a farm, and she drank milk from cows in a barn. What about an idea? You can't cook that. But she cooked with some love when she made flapjacks. Most nouns you can feel with the senses, but ideas you have to think about. Oh, I get this. After cooking, Shelly was looking around and saw we were ready to devour some nouns. The flapjacks, eggs, and milk weren't enough, so she went into the kitchen and made some other stuff. Apple frittata, spaghetti and meatballs, lobsters from Maine, and some tacos with cheese sauce. Excuse me, but I only eat nouns. Well, you can eat all of these, that's how we get down. Wow. Cooking in the kitchen with Shelly for sure, using nouns all around. Yeah, I know you heard. Look, there she is.
I'm the chef and I love to cook. I have a lot of nouns in my recipe book. Places, things, ideas, and people. When it comes to a chef, there is no equal. I'm in the kitchen and I love getting down. Cooking with, I'm cooking with nouns. Maybe one day I'll make it out to your town, cause I'm cooking with nouns.
Now Chef Shelly had a friend coming by, so all of her nouns needed to get pluralized. Usually you just add an S, and things that are single are more and not less. But some nouns are unique, like the 2 fish that she just caught from the creek. She cuts with one knife, choosing from a few knives. And she chews with her teeth, not 2. That's right. Ding dong. It's a friend, Miss Proper. She gets real specific and nobody can stop her. She came in her car. Well, what kind? A 4. How many more proper nouns can you find? Well, she brought grapes over from the state of Oregon. From a farmer, from Farmer Morgan. Most of the time they get capitalized. There's so many proper nouns right in front of your eyes. I tell you what, man. What? All this talk about nouns has got me mighty hungry. Yeah, me too, Frankie. Well, let's have a roll call then. Okay, let's count them down. Here we go. Come on.
Me, your teacher, Miss Brown. Venice Beach or a building downtown. Hula hoops, a wolf for this song. I feel hunger, but I won't for long, cause I'm the chef and I love to cook. I have a lot of nouns in my recipe book. Places, things, ideas, and people. When it comes to a chef, there is no equal. I'm in the kitchen and I love getting down. Cooking with, I'm cooking with nouns. Maybe one day I'll make it out to your town, cause I'm cooking with nouns.
Well, hey, man, Chef Shelly, you are the bomb.com.
All right, so that was cooking with nouns in vocabulary. So I have a little quiz question for you in Seesaw. In each question, Mrs. Fullington has recorded herself reading the question and the answer choices so it's easier for you to understand. Okay, so I'm going to show you in Seesaw where you're going to find your activity. Well, actually, first, yes, let's see our Seesaw first, and then we'll read our story. So in Seesaw, since we're learning about nouns, you're going to activities and see right here it says Tuesday 9:29 nouns. So it says listen to the questions on the slides using the quotation marks button. When you are done with all 5 slides, press the green button, the green check mark to turn in your work. So this is what it looks like. So Mrs. Fullington, remember, has recorded herself for every question. So you just listen to Miss Fullington. So if you click here and you press play.
Respond, read and respond. Use the text below to answer the question.
So Mrs. Fullington has done that for each slide. And then you're going to go in with your pencil. So right here, your pen or your pencil. And you're going to circle the answer that's correct. Okay? You can even use the highlighter to help you highlight things in the story. Okay? All right. So with that being said, what I'm going to have you do is turn your attention to the screen because we're going to share our skill. We're not doing the seesaw yet. I just wanted to show you so we can remember from the nouns video how we're going to do our activity. And then, so here is our skills. So on our skills today, we are going to learn how to ask and answer questions. So when do we ask these questions or answer them? Before reading, during reading, and after reading. Why is it so important? So here's why it's so important. You're going to get information to help you understand the text. So you might be reading about gorillas. We want to make sure that we answer questions like, what do they really eat? Or where do they really live? So those are some questions that you are doing during your reading, right? So to practice being awake. Oh, I see a lot of sleepy faces. So this helps you when you're reading things, because sometimes reading can't be fun. Just like when we do work sometimes and it gets tiring. You always ask yourself these questions so that you're awake and you're sitting up. So everybody sit up. Is everybody sitting up? Hands in your lap. So this is how you're practicing being awake and thinking while you're reading. So to be curious and to wonder as you read. So how many of y'all silently raise your hand ever say, I wonder what happened to Goldilocks after the bears caught her and she ran out of the house? Where did she go? So how many of y'all have done that before? Say, I wonder what happened. Yeah, we always wonder on books. So that's why we ask these questions.
Miss Boynton,
Yes, Jorge?
what activity do we do?
So I will show you right after our story, okay?
Okay.
Okay. So also right here, how do we ask ourselves these questions? Remember those five W's and one of the H questions. So who, what, where, when, and who, when, and how. Thank you. So it says look around in the text and the pictures for evidence. So remember, you are detectives. So that's why Mrs. Fullington said, always take a picture walk before we read. That way, it can help you figure out before what the story is going to be about. So we're going to do that right now. We're going to first take a picture walk before we reread the book. So let's take a picture walk. Are you ready? This is called the Puddle puzzle. So we are going to look at the pictures. Notice that it's a little bit different than an actual book.
Oh, we did this in first grade. You have to say whatever person your name is, you have to say that part of it.
So you see here.
Yeah, we had this
Mm-hmm. We do have it in our My Book.
So we can do that.
Yep. So as soon as we read it, you're able to read it with your partner.
Wait, can we use our My Book to help us?
Mm-hmm. All right, so that was the Puddle puzzle. What did somebody notice before we read this whole, this is considered a play or a drama. What did you notice about the play or drama? What did you notice? Harlow? There were puddles? Yep, you're right. There is some puddles. Does anybody online notice anything different? No? Okay. Clinton, what did you notice? That they're excited? Oh, I like that. They are excited. Mackenzie, what did you notice?
Fiction.
Oh, it's fiction. Oh, I love how you use that word. So fiction, what does fiction mean?
Real life.
Is it real life?
No,
It's pretend. So nonfiction is when it's real life. So that means when it's real. All right. So here, what we're going to be doing, because y'all did a really good job, we're going to do a genre study first. Genre study means what type of book are we reading? So what type of story are we reading? It's a drama or plays. There are plays that are read and performed. So as you read the Puddle puzzle, let's pay attention to the cast of characters, the dialogue. So dialogue means when the characters are talking. So what the characters say, setting, where does the story take place? Let's notice that. Oh, and very important in a drama, stage directions. So stage directions are important because it tells the performers what to do. So if it said here, if Emery was playing the character, let's see, what was within the characters? Taylor. If she was playing Taylor, let's look. Does it say anywhere here for directions? No, not this scene. Where would it be? Oh, Brandon. So if Maddox was playing Brandon, do you see what he's supposed to be acting? Smiling confidently. That means he's going to smile and say his line. So it tells the character what the character's supposed to do while he's saying the lines. It's the actions. You think it's about a puzzle? I like your prediction. So let's go ahead and meet the author who wrote this drama. Her name is Ellen Weiss. So we are going to listen to who she is and why she made Puddled Puzzle. Are you ready?
Ellen Weiss makes new discoveries whenever she writes a book. She says, if you're a curious person, writing is great. Being curious is helpful when you write a mystery. It is helpful when you read a mystery too. See if you can solve the mystery of the Puddle puzzle before the end of the story.
So we know that this play is a mystery. So we're going to have to be detectives while we're listening to this story. Okay? So, because we're trying to solve a mystery. All right, so let's make sure that we have our heads up so that we're not going to fall asleep. All right, are we ready?
The Puddle Puzzle by Ellen Weiss, illustrated by Joe Septa. Miller Detective Agency. Cast of characters: Taylor, Brandon, Carlos, Adriana. Setting: a neighborhood on a sunny spring day. Scene 1. Taylor, I am so excited. The Miller Detective Agency is open for business. Brandon, I am excited too. Taylor, now we just have to wait for our first customer. Carlos, is that the detective agency? Taylor, come over. We are open. Carlos, I am Carlos, and this is my sister, Adriana. We have a problem. Taylor, we are here to help. What is your problem? Carlos, our puddle has vanished. Adriana, we were playing in the puddle. Then the sun went away, so we went inside for lunch. When the sun came back out, we went outside to play again. Carlos, but our puddle was gone. Can you help us find it? Taylor, this is a very hard case. We will do our best to solve it for you. Brandon, smiling confidently, I know the answer. I know. Taylor, shh, Brandon. I am the oldest, so I am in charge. We need to go and look for clues. Scene 2. Taylor, this is where your puddle was located? Carlos, yes, it was right here. Taylor, taking out her notebook and writing. One puddle missing. She looks around. Maybe somebody stole it. Was anyone around here? Carlos, nobody. Taylor, maybe it is hiding. I will look behind this bush. Nope, it is not here. Brandon, eagerly, I know what happened. Taylor, shh, Brandon. Brandon, but I know what happened. Taylor, now I am looking for footprints. Adriana, maybe we should let Brandon talk.
So what do you think happened to the puddle? Christopher, what do you think happened to the puddle? Go ahead and unmute yourself, sweetie.
They dried up.
Oh, he says it dried up. Do you think he's right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. I think you're on the right track, Christopher.
Maybe the water.
Brandon, thank you. He clears his throat. A puddle is full of water, right? Carlos, right. Brandon, but water can have 3 different forms. Carlos, it can? Brandon, yes. When we are splashing in a puddle, the water is a liquid. If you freeze water, it turns into a solid. Adriana, ice. Brandon, there is one more thing water can be too. It can be a gas. Adriana, a gas? Brandon, yes. When we boil water, the steam that seeps out of the kettle is a gas. When the sun shines on a puddle and heats it up, the water turns into a gas too. A gas does not have a shape or a size. Sometimes we cannot even see it. Carlos, so that is what happened to our puddle. Brandon, it went into the air, and now we cannot see it or feel it. This is called evaporation. Taylor, mystery solved.
So, was Christopher correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was evaporation. All right, guys, go ahead and give Christopher a round of applause. Do you know how to do a round of applause? Ah, awesome. Good job, Christopher.
Miss Florrington.
Yes.
They can also do the beer because they have little particles.
Yes, they do.
They go all the way on top of the sky to go to the cloud.
So let's continue our story. Guys, we're continuing our story and we haven't stopped our story yet. Let's see.
Scene 3. Taylor. Brandon, I'm sorry I didn't let you talk today. You knew the answer, and I was too excited about gathering clues to listen. I think we need a new sign. Brandon, smiling proudly. That is much better. Taylor, we are ace detectives.
I stopped it before it stopped saying it. The detective sign says Miller and Miller Science Detective Agency. So it's changed names. All right. So with that being said, that was Puddle Puzzle. So again, I'm going to show you in Seesaw what your activity is. So Jorge, right here it says, in Seesaw, you're going to your activities. At the top, it says Tuesday, September 29th, nouns. It says listen to each question on the slide using the quotation marks button. So that's located on the bottom left-hand corner. So it says when you are done with all 5 slides, because there are 5 slides, that means 5 questions, press the green check mark to turn in your work. Good luck. So Mrs. Fullington's even saying the directions right here. You can play it. So this is the video that we've already seen about nouns. Remember about Farmer, Morgan, and like proper nouns and plural nouns and nouns in general. So what is a noun? So let's say it together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. A noun is a person, place, thing, or an idea. So what is an example of a noun that's a person? Harlow? Yeah, person. Mom. Okay. So what about a place? A place. Does anybody? So Christopher, what is a place that's a noun? So Christopher, go ahead and unmute yourself, sweetie, so we can hear you.
The mall?
What is it?
The mall?
The mall?
Oh, I love the mall.
Is that what you said? Yep. So the mall, you are right. That's a place. All right. A thing. A thing. Somebody say a thing. Aaliyah. What's a thing? Or an object? What is it?
She said the light bulb.
A light bulb? Yes, a light bulb is a thing. Yes. So, a whiteboard. Yes, a whiteboard is a thing. What about an idea? What did they say was an idea? Because this is new to Miss Fullington. I don't think we've ever focused on idea. So, idea. Omar? Oh, you didn't raise your hand. Are you, Rolando, do you know what an idea of a noun is? What do you mean an idea is when you are sleepy or tired? That is a noun.
Oh, yeah. So
Maybe hunger. So, with that being said, guys, we just reviewed nouns. You are able to go in and complete your Seesaw activity, guys. And I will see all 3 of you guys tomorrow. So make sure that you log into Miss Leal's. Okay. Christopher, did you have a question?
do we do our quiz?
Yes, you're going to do your quiz right now. All right. Y'all go ahead and log out of this Google Meet and complete your assignment, guys. Bye.
Bye.